It's been 24 years now since two murder victims were buried in anonymous Pittsburgh County graves. Tonight, new hope toward finally giving their families closure. 2 Works View's Chris DeMaria explains how investigators are trying to use some new technology to crack those old cases.
Think about it all the time.
It's been 24 years since Captain Don Hass was Pittsburgh County Sheriff, but the cases he couldn't crack during his tenure still tug at him.
It's very frustrating because we're trying to find the family of these folks, you know. And that's basically what they're trying to do now. But we got to start somewhere. And right now we don't have anything to go on.
One of those cases began on a gravel road off Highway 69, about 15 minutes north of McAllister. 2 bodies with no identification found shot in their chests and badly decomposed. From the gravel road, you can't see much over this hill. But when you get to the top, you could see how far this goes back, about 30 feet. This is where the bodies were dragged and eventually found weeks later. After several leads, the man and woman could never be identified. The graves were eventually marked John Doe and Jane Doe.
There's been a family for 24 years missing their son or daughter. And if it was me, I would want to know. I would want some closure, you know.
Today, Pittsburgh County Sheriff Chris Morris wants to solve as many cold cases as possible using new technology. He put together an investigative unit in 2017 to use resources like DNA databases to find new leads. The newest case, John Doe and Jane Doe, whose bodies were exhumed Tuesday for DNA evidence.
It could possibly go further. You know, once we notify the family, they may have some information on why they would be in this area or who they'd traveled to this area with or their last contacts, who they'd been in contact with.
While many cold cases have been looked at since 2017, the team is still waiting on several DNA results. And while they know evidence could take more than a year to process, their first focus is on finding victims' families and giving them closure. In Pittsburgh County, Chris DeMaria, 2 Works for You.